Last of the 850, it's Brewers Dancer about a neck in front now. From on the inside up to join it now is Miss Tesla and Brewers Dancer. Two to Let's Cut Loose, tracking deep. It goes up third around the outside of Pharaoh's Gold. They're followed by Pearl Prince, fifth the middle, 1.5 Brave Strike. In on the fence is Lando, 2 or 3 further back Entertainer, giving them about 8 lengths, winding up around the outside of Carla Ring. A Gap Gooding the Gamble, and last of all hit the boards off the back though. And Miss Tesla went for home here for Little Rawilla, shot 2 in front now. After it, Pharaoh's Gold, 2 or 3 further back, Pearl Prince. They're followed further back in the race on the inside by Lando and Entertainer. Around the turn, Miss Tesla in front. Pharaoh's Gold looming on the outside. 3 or 4 Pearl Prince and Entertainer. Pharaoh's Gold moved up to Miss Tesla with 150 to go. Entertainer from a mile back. Pharaoh's Gold ahead in front. Miss Tesla fighting back. Pharaoh's Gold in front for Craig Williams. Pharaoh's Gold ahead to Miss Tesla. Third home a length away. Entertainer. An Australian 1, 2, 3 there. A gap in the race then to Pearl Prince for the Aussies who ran fourth. They're followed by Lando, and then a gap in the race to the Gamble. Brave Strike. Well back was Carla Ring, just in front of it. Brewers Dancer. A good gap to Let's Cut Loose, who dropped right out from the 500. Hit the boards, and near the tail is Gooding.
7 Pharaoh's Gold, 950 and 260.
For Smallfield. Off, and the Bishop, by gee, jumped well, leads a length and a half, settling down on Reef King and Red Ferno, followed by Raja Darjont. Olive got away better today than he did at his debut at Randwick. Goodwood next to last, and Absolute as Perpetual Check at the end of 350, and Raja Darjont wide out goes across to lead from Reef King with the Bishop back to third. 2.5 further away, Red Ferno parked inside of Olive. 2 further back is Goodwood, and a length and a quarter to Perpetual Check. Down the side and going towards the 600 marker, and Raja Darjont steadied in the lead, about 3/4 on the Bishop. On the fence, Reef King at Olive moving up now. Then Red Ferno, Goodwood, and 2 lengths to Perpetual Check as they come to the corner. 500 out, and Raja Darjont shows out a half length on the Bishop, a length to Olive. And over on the rails, Reef King between horses, Red Ferno, the widest Goodwood, and 2 Perpetual Check. Dice pulled the whip on Olive, and in the straight, and quickly the Bishop strode to the front. Olive's more than a length away. Red Ferno battles on, and so does Reef King. Raja Darjont history. 200 out, and the Bishop more than a length on Olive, starting to take a little ground off the Bishop, and then Goodwood. Reef King battles on, but it's all the Bishop. The Bishop, 3 out of 3. Will Olive get second? He won't. Reef King will cut him out of the second, and it's the Bishop. The Bishop winning again from Reef King and Olive, followed by Red Ferno, Goodwood, Perpetual Check, and the early leader wilted to run last, Raja Darjont.
Won the Bishop, Super Tab, 370, 2 even. Number 7, Reef King to pay 310, no third for 5, Olive, which was the sub. No result as yet at Queanbeyan.
Will be second. Reef King will pay 350 and no third for number 5, Olive. David Keegan putting the polish on the Bishop for T and Mrs. R.M. Rossi, P.J. Keegan and Mrs. S. Attard. A brown gilding, a 2-year-old by Canonized from Miss Exorbitant. And Andrew Gibbons again doing the honours, 3 out of 3. Reef King, a chestnut gilding, 2 Northern Fred, Queen's Garden, Dave Sweeney, Warwick Farm, Bob Alyssa, and Olive. Yeah, gee, at the 300 he was under the whip, and then he made a bit of a short-lived dash near the 200, and that was the end of him. By Danehill from Rory's Girl. He's a big awkward fella, looking at him there today, and he's trained by John Hawke, Shane Dye. Those
hesitated just slightly near the inside. Swift and Loyal beat them out straight to the lead, and Crystal Pistol is showing speed. Tiara Star is up to third, Mandu fourth, followed by Grand Choice and Amorous. Zoffman next on the inside. Getting back in the field there is Totally Modern on the outside, then Spy Capers, well back out of Duck with Dual Scope, and Crooked Blazers last of all. 900 metres left to go. Swift and Loyal cruising along in front. Mandu's up to second, a length away. Tiara Star is nicely placed, a length back third on the inside. 1 length to Crystal Pistol, Amorous, followed by Spy Capers on the inside of Grand Choice. Zoffman, Ada Duck is well back in the field. Totally Modern sweeping around them 3 wide, and then Crooked Blazers and Dual Scope. 600 metres left to go. Swift and Loyal, he's had a pretty easy run out in front, shows the way by a half length on Mandu. Mandu tracking Swift and Loyal as they come to the corner. Tiara Star is 2 away third, then Crystal Pistol, Amorous. Grand Choice is next on the outside, then Zoffman and Spy Capers heading for the judge now. Swift and Loyal a half length in front. Mandu is given full bore on the outside. He's slowly bridging the gap. Swift and Loyal ahead in front of Mandu. Mandu has just about got Swift and Loyal now. It's Swift and Loyal and Mandu. Mandu ahead in front of Swift and Loyal, who's fighting back. Mandu just in front of Swift and Loyal. Mandu's going to be too good. He's drawing away on the run to the line. Mandu first, Swift and Loyal second, and third Amorous, then Crystal Pistol and Dual Scope. Followed in by Zoffman, and Spy Capers. Then Grand Choice Honored Crooked Blaze. And Totally Modern, one of the last home, Tiara Star, pulled up about mid-feet.
Number 6, Mandu, 350 and 170. 2, Swift and Loyal, 160, and 3, Amorous at $3.30.
6 Mandu, 340, 160. Number 2, Swift and Loyal to pay 150, and 3, Amorous to return 330. Now 7 got third, please note, in Perth, 10-6-7. 10-6-7.
Racing. Out in a good line, down on the inside here, Hazel Kathleen, one of the slowest away, jumping away well as Skyrocket, with on the outside Flirty Bird, and further out in the track, Her Independence. And here's Dreamscape showing speed around the outside of Derobe when they settle down. Dreamscape goes up to lead now, Her Independence and Derobe, and they're followed on the inside by Skyrocket, fourth on the first turn. Outside it Abundantly, and further back then Flirty Bird. There's no speed from Jewel of the Pride around Melanie May. Hazel Kathleen the inside, and Space Region deep from Tersina, and last of all in the race is Just a Splash. Down the back and Dreamscape in front now. Derobe up outside at second. At the 1,000-metre mark, a length and a half. Her Independence running third. Fourth on the outside there is Abundantly. 1.5 further back, Skyrocket running fifth. One then to Jewel of the Pride. A little deep around the outside of Melanie May. On the inside, Flirty Bird, a half Space Region, and further back Just a Splash around Tersina second last, and Hazel Kathleen last of all. Derobe went to the front. There hasn't been much pace, but it's out of length in front now. From moving up on the outside, the stablemate Abundantly up running second. They're followed by Dreamscape back to the inside. Skyrocket pull to the outside, and Jewel of the Pride wider out in the track, and then Her Independence from Melanie May. Space Region, and further back in the race then came Tersina, a fair way off them from Flirty Bird. Inside the 400, Derobe goes up on the inside and tackling it quickly now. Abundantly Derobe, and further out Skyrocket when they turn from Jewel of the Pride under some pressure. On the bend they race, and taking the lead now Abundantly in the middle from Derobe, and further out in the track Skyrocket coming home well. The Threedman, 3 fillies, a 1, 2, 3. Derobe fighting back on the inside. Derobe again in front from Abundantly, and Derobe a half length on the line to Abundantly, ahead third Skyrocket. The Freedman fillies 1, 2, 3 over the line, and then further back in the race Her Independence. Jewel of the Pride from Flirty Bird, Space Region Tersina, Melanie May, Dreamscape, and well back in the race Just a Splash. With it is Hazel Kathleen.
Wonder.
Thin Tiscatorial.
They're just about set for the Hibiscus handicap. Ceto Stayer stands up nicely in the gates. Starter hits the button and they're off and running. Came away in a nice even line, and Farzak and Ceto Stayer the best out over Beachcomber. Jovial Dancer began well, and there's Warning Bell scooting through in search of the lead, followed by Ballyfin. Tiscatorial Golden Week is widest of all from a wide alley. Further back then is Murph, followed by Planet Hollywood Flying Canterbury. My Cliffhanger is well back second last, and Racing Rider last of all as they go by the mile pole. Into the back straight, and Ceto Stayer can't quite clear Warning Bell. He's about to do that now. Ceto Stayer crossed and went to the lead at the 1400 over Warning Bell. Golden Week is in third place, then Beachcomber. Murph 3 deep is going up quickly towards the lead, followed by Ballyfin, Farzak, Jovial Dancer. 3 deep is Tiscatorial as they go down the back. A gap then to Planet Hollywood and Flying Canterbury, followed by Racing Rider, and a half length away on the outside over Racing is My Cliffhanger with his head right up in the air. Up to the top turn at the 1,000 mark, plenty of pace on. Ceto Stayer by 3/4 to Murph. Warning Bell third, Golden Week fourth, followed by Beachcomber, and then Ballyfin, Farzak, Jovial Dancer. A gap to Tiscatorial, Flying Canterbury, and then Planet Hollywood, and the last couple of Racing Rider and My Cliffhanger as they go by the 800 mark. The pace is very solid. Ceto Stayer the leader, Murph second. In third place, Warning Bell. Golden Week is getting a lovely run on the outside, followed by Ballyfin and Beachcomber, ridden a bit now from Jovial Dancer. Further back is Farzak, a gap to Flying Canterbury, then Planet Hollywood, Racing Rider, Tiscatorial, and My Cliffhanger is absolute last as they turn into the straight now, and it's Ceto Stayer the leader over Murph, and Golden Week on the outside is now called upon. Warning Bell is under heavy pressure. Beachcomber behind a big bunch of leaders, followed by Ballyfin and Jovial Dancer with a long sustained run as they come to the 200 mark. Murph and Ceto Stayer, and they're clear of Jovial Dancer. Racing Rider and Planet Hollywood are thundering down the outside. Racing Rider and Planet Hollywood sweep to the lead together, and it's Racing Rider on the extreme outside. He's come from a mile back to win. Farzak has charged through late. He might get second in front of Planet Hollywood. Murph and Ceto Stayer close up, followed by Warning Bell, Ballyfin, Beachcomber. Golden Week had her chance. Well back Jovial Dancer, who died on his run, followed by Flying Canterbury and Tiscatorial, and last is My Cliffhanger. Stone Motherless last, My Cliffhanger, who raced way below his best. He did over-race at the tail of the field. His head was right up in the air going down the back, raced most ungenerously. And, gee whiz, you can't compare that with his last couple of runs. He put in a couple of rippers. In fact, he won 2 starts back and then ran third on the inner track at Randwick to Angelin. And Shane Dye was tipping him on the racing show last Sunday to win today's race. So something went horribly wrong. Racing right.
Racing this time, Summerbow near the inside, fast away. Aussie Dapper actually beat them out. Dibbles Day now, Mr. Coachman and Monet's Cove showing speed, and It's My Sin driving through to be handy as they settle down. Crafty Guest is just behind them, then Spirit of Oregon edging over towards the rail. Sahara Z was next, then Foreign Minister. Summerbow, after beginning very quickly, has drifted back in the field. Kingston Clan is well back also. Then Forgotten Hero on the inside. Crafty Bow is trapped out deep, then Video Kid. Newsworks is second last, and Anthems is last of all, but they're tightly packed as they race into the first bend. There's 10 lengths first to last. 750 metres left to go. Aussie Dapper is the leader. Monet's Cove second. Our Mr. Coachman wide in third, followed by It's My Sin, securing a beautiful run on the inside of Sahara Z. Dibbles Dane is off the track and niggled at. Foreign Minister Summerbow next. Summerbow improving in the centre. Spirit of Oregon on the inside. A length further back to Forgotten Hero, Kingston Clan, and then Crafty Bow on the outside. Video Kids deep, and Anthems giving them quite a start as they straighten up. Heading for the judge now. 350 metres left to go. Monet's Cove. He goes to the lead on the outside from Aussie Dapper. Sahara Z tackling them 3 wide. Just behind them, It's My Sin, and Crafty Bow right down the outside is finishing brilliantly. Oh, he's gone to them pretty quickly. Anthems is working through, so is Forgotten Hero. Crafty Bow in front. Forgotten Hero chasing him on the inside. Crafty Bow just in front of Forgotten Hero. They hit it. Crafty Bow just beat Forgotten Hero, and Anthems third, followed him by Summerbow. The next one home was Spirit of Oregon, then Sahara Z, and It's My Sin, Kingston Clan. For the back came our Mr. Coachman, then Foreign Minister Newsworks. Monet's Cove didn't show much fight in the straight. Aussie Dapper was well back. Crafty Guest well back in the field with Video Kid and Dibblestone, one of the last home.
5 Crafty Bow, 15.70, 4.10, 7 Forgotten Hero, $7, 1 Anthems at 2 even.
On the Super Tab there, number 5 Crafty Bow, 17.95.50. Number 7 Forgotten Hero to pay $7.30, and 1 Anthems, $2.
Brisbane, Revard.
Okay, that's all we're getting from Brisbane.
Elegant Lass, all in. Ready for a start. 1,000 metres. And they're racing, and first to get going near the inside would be Aussie Cozzy, bounded out very quickly in advance there of Our Floral Prince, and away well as sent TV towards the inside, going fast. They were followed closely by Dr. Zachary over on the inside, just behind them Ian's Orphan, and they're followed by Grand Bay. A length further back in the field then is Royal Rubiton, followed by Stately Bay. 2 lengths away, Fighter Bay is over on the outside of Diamond Tip, followed by Jacoby as they race down the side, and tailing out to last is Elegant Lass. Coming down the side now, Sent TV a half length to Aussie Cozzy. 2 lengths further back, Dr. Zachary, a length and a half further back in the field, Ian's Orphan, followed by Grand Bay. Stately Bay behind them, Our Floral Prince, Royal Rubiton, hard ridden, Diamond Tip behind them, Jacoby, and last of all, Elegant Lass as they're making the home 10. Sent TV held together, led nearly a length to Aussie Cozzy, and coming at them quickly down the outside. Dr. Zachary looks to be going very well, and finishing on his Diamond Tip, it's Dr. Zachary, and Diamond Tip coming down the outside with a very strong runners grabbing them, and here comes Elegant Lass. Diamond Tip tackled by Elegant Lass is going 2 to its 1, got up. Elegant Lass has come from last to beat Diamond Tipped. Third home, I think, Dr. Zachary, just ahead there, over on the inside, Aussie Cozzy, followed by Royal Rubiton, Grand Bay, then Our Floral Prince, behind them Sent TV Weekend, Stately Bay, further back in the field, Fighter Bay, Jacoby, and last of all is Ian's Orphan. What a run. Elegant Lass has flown home. For the South Australian, or South African jockey, Pierre Stridham, coming from a conspicuous last just before the turn, and has mown them down. Here she comes. Diamond Tipped had it shot to pieces, but Elegant Lass grabbed her near the post to get up and score a big win. Number 11, the winner, Elegant Lass, in the Crown Trophy. Big performance. And that's a double for Lee Friedman today. He trifected the previous race and has won now with Elegant Lass. Huge run, ridden by the South African jockey Pierre Stridham. Raced by AC Mrs. J.M. T.J. M.E. Webber. 3-year-old bay filly by Jugar out of Dimple Plains, trained by Lee Friedman at Caulfield. Number 6 has run second. Diamond Tip, ridden by Sam Highland. Third is number 10, and that is Dr. Zachary, ridden by Michael Pritchard.
They're all in for the Auraria, and away they go. And Star on Parade, one of the best to begin here with Flaming Heart. The favourite Regal Crown also out quickly. Gauchi sending her forward early with Exalted Miss. Mine Gold in that leading group as well. Wider out on the track then where was Rhabarbar. Bayo Kikeo back nearer the inside from Sarajevo Grey. Further back to Soraya. Then back on the inside to Blue Witness from Will Fly, worse than midfield. Back with it, Burning Embers. Next then was Priceless Jewel. Behind it, Hedgehog. Then Priceless Joy. And My Brightia, the VRC Oaks winner, last of all. 1,300 metres out, and Star on Parade went to the lead. Exalted Miss went to second. Racing third on the inside, Flaming Heart. Soraya off the track was going forward next. Regal Crown's in a lovely spot around Mine Gold. Next was Rhabarbar. It's a little bit deep around Bayo Kakao and Blue Witness. A length and a half further back in the field then to Will Fly. Sarajevo Grey was with it, then also Burning Embers. Further back in the field then to Priceless Jewel, Hedgehog, My Brightia and Priceless Joy last of all. They're about to travel down the side now in the area. They've got about 800 left to travel now, and Star on Parade led by a length to Soraya now going to second. Flaming Heart in the box seat was third. Exalted Miss was fourth. Rhabarbar's covered ground next. Then back on the inside to Mine Gold. The favourite now momentarily held up. Regal Crown in the centre. Bayo Kakao next from Blue Witness. Then back on its inside, Burning Embers. Will Fly now commencing its move. Well back in the field, Sarajevo Grey with also Priceless Jewel, Priceless Joy, Hedgehog and My Brightia, one of the last on the home turn. They're about to dash for home now in the area. Soraya moved up to take the lead, immediately tackled by Exalted Miss, and now Gauchi about to let Regal Crown down, and out wide Will Fly joining in with a big run. Exalted Miss the leader at the 200. Will Fly coming after it. Regal Crown now struggling. Exalted Miss the leader. Will Fly trying hard with Regal Crown and Blue Witness, but in front Exalted Miss, and Exalted Miss is going to win. Exalted Miss by 2.5, second and third, or close between Regal Crown and Will Fly, and darting between them late Blue Witness.
Off and running, beautiful start, came out in a lovely line, and Crash Hot is first to break that line. Kid Ladders away quickly. Major Suspect has begun fast from a wide gate, can't get in at the moment, followed by Saturn Planet making full use of his number 1 gate, and then Tony's Hope and Wainwright, and just behind those Kostya, followed by Green Waters, who again is getting back into the field. In fact, he drops out last now, with Supergrass also well back. Coming around the first turn, and Crash Hot the leader. Kid Ladders second. In third place, Major Suspect. On the fence, Saturn Planet getting a cushy run, and Tony's Hope in the centre. 3 deep is Wainwright, followed by Grecian Village, Supergrass, Kostya and Green Waters last as they come around the turn. Crash Hot the leader, about a half length to Kidlat. 2.5 to Saturn Planet, niggled a bit now, and then Major Suspect, followed by Tony's Hope, Wainwright. Well back Grecian Village and Green Waters as they turn. 300 metres out, Kidlat is the leader. Saturn Planet going after him quickly. Crash Hot is battling on, followed by Major Suspect. Kidlat the leader past the 200. Saturn Planet looks the only danger. He's gone for the whip on Kidlat. Saturn Planet about to claim him. Saturn Planet grabs the lead as they get near home and draws away to give Dye a treble. Saturn Planet beat Kidlat, and Green Waters has thundered home to get third, followed by Major Suspect, Supergrass, Crash Hot, Grecian Village, Tony's Hope. Well back is Wainwright, and Kostya pulled up at the tail of the field. Saturn Planet, Shane Dye, a treble, 360 and 160. Second, Kidlat, number 5, a place dividend of 270, ridden by Kevin Moses. And Green Waters motoring home for third. Bobby Alyssa pays a place tote of $1.60. Numbers on the Carnation handicap will be 2, 5 and 1. 251, 360, 160, 270 and 160. Fourth, Major Suspect, and fifth was Grecian Village.
Quick Flick began okay. He's driving through in the centre, and Harvey Ladd is showing speed. Regal Centre began nicely, but a little wide. Malaguar racing through to be fifth as they settle. Broan is on the inside of Warning Issue. Then Ravada and Taradu last of all. The favourites working his way to a clear lead as they head into the top bend, 850 metres out. Quick Flick going very quickly, a length and a half in front. Harvey Ladd is running second, and third, Loudspeaker over on the rails. One to Regal Centre, then Malaguar. A length further back, Warning Issue. Then Broan on the inside, Ravada and Taradu at the rear. Quick Flick is the leader. Down the side, 600 metres left to go. It's Quick Flick, 3/4 of a length in front of Harvey Ladd. Loudspeaker one away third. Regal Centre fourth, the outside, followed by Malaguar, who's climbing over their heels at the moment. Then Warning Issued. Ravada picking up ground, but a little bit wide. Then Broan and Taradu heading for the judge now, just short of 400 metres to go. It's Quick Flick, a length in front. Harvey Ladd running second. Loudspeaker angling for a run on the inside. Malaguar behind them with Regal Centre, Warning Issued, and Ravada chiming in on the outside. Quick Flick is the leader. Harvey Ladd having a crack at him, and now the big grey starting to pick up Malaguar on the outside. Harvey Ladd, Quick Flick, Malaguar. Harvey Ladd poked his nose in front. Malaguar going to him the last little bit. Harvey Ladd just in front. Malaguar dived, all close. Malaguar or Harvey Ladd, nothing in it. Third, Quick Flick or Ravada. Followed in by Loudspeaker. Next in Broan, warning issued, Turradoo and Regal Centre last home.
4 Harvey Lad, $8.40, $2 or 9 Mulligwa, $4, $1.70 for third. 3 Quick Flick, $1.30.
Thomas Blamey Tavern, Wagga.
Racing in the final race for the day and eased out, blushed after the start. The others have come away pretty well. Malik and Dan Spirit burning up on the inside of Rigoleur from Kalimna up nice and handy. A length further back in the race, Spirit of Love, and they're followed by Mr. Cova quickly getting across now, but he'll be back running 6, 2 lengths above the crowd. And Lady Josephine from Wolf, Heroic Lady, and Ton Cordial from Blush, Fairway Lass, and Paris of Brighton as they string right out. The leader's going hard. Malik 2.5, Dan Spirit 1/2, Kalimna third. 2 further back, Rigoleur running fourth, 2 lengths to Spirit of Love on the outside of it, Mr. Cova. Out 3 deep on the outside of those is Lady Josephine. 2 to above the crowd on Ton Cordial, Wolf, a gap, Heroic Lady, Fairway Lass. Second last, Blushed, and last of all is Paris of Brighton as they come down the side of the 550. Dan Spirit has quickly got up to Malik. Kalimna makes a line of 3 to the Rigoleur. Mr. Cova putting in a run now from further back, Lady Josephine. Spirit of Love on Ton Cordial above the crowd. On the turn, Kalimna in front now. Mr. Cova going to it pretty quickly though. When they turn for home, Mr. Cova races now to Kalimna. 2 lengths, Lady Josephine. Inside the 200, Jurek lets the favourite down, Mr. Cova. She draws 2 in front now from Kalimna. Lady Josephine, Spirit of Love and Wolf for the favourite for the last. And Mr. Cova races away and wins 2.5, Kalimna. A neck third in the race, Lady Josephine. Spirit of Love has run fourth. Then Wolf from above the crowd, a gap in the race further back then. Paris of Brighton picked up some ground. They're followed by Rigoleur, a gap, Dan Spirit. Then Blush followed by Malik, Heroic Lady with Anton Cordial and Fairway Lass near the tail.
3 Mr. Cova, 3.10, 1.50, 1 Kalimna, 2.50 and 6 Lady Josephine at $4.
3 Mr. Cova on Super Tab, 270, 160. 1 Kalimna, 270, and 6 Lady Josephine to pay 360. At the barrier for the last race, 7 at the...
And they're all set, and away they go in the final event. Yippee-Yi-Yo jumped okay, but went straight back to the tail of the field, and Proud Player is first out over Granada going to the lead. Now, Prairie is away smartly and is one of the leaders today. Dance Till Dawn is prominent, followed by Rum Rustic and the big bloke Holy Roller cruising along on the extreme outside. That's where he likes it. Our Best Man is further back. At the head of the others came Hedge, followed by Red Eagle, and Yippee-Yi-Yo is last in the run to the first turn. At the 1,000 mark, and Granada is a narrow leader over Proud Player. 2 lengths away, Dance Till Dawn on the outside of Prairie. 1.5 lengths to Rum Rustic on the inside of the galloping Goliath Holy Roller, who's running 6th at the 800 mark. And then Our Best Man, followed by Hedge, and Yippee-Yi-Yo pulled out 3 deep, is allowed to stride up. And Red Eagle 2 lengths away last as they come down the side. 700 out, Granada and Proud Player are going together, and they're clear of Prairie, followed by Dance Till Dawn. Holy Rollers out in no man's land as they come around the corner, followed by Rum Rustic and then Hedge and Yippee-Yi-Yo. Further back is Our Best Man and Red Eagle. Heads a turn for home, and Proud Player headed Granada. Prairie is shunting off the fence, followed by Dance Till Dawn, Holy Roller, and Yippee-Yi-Yo on the extreme outside at the 200 though, and Holy Roller and Yippee-Yi-Yo have raced up with Yippee-Yi-Yo taking the lead. They've drawn clear of Prairie. Yippee-Yi-Yo's about a half in front. The fitter Holy Roller fighting back. Yippee-Yi-Yo might be dying on his run, and Jim Cassidy's got to really go for him as they hit the line. He got there. Yippee-Yi-Yo got home over Holy Roller. A terrific run under the big weight. I think Hedge might be third, just in front of Stablemate Prairie. At the head of the others, Rum Rustic from Our Best Man, Red Eagle, Dance Till Dawn, and the last couple of Proud Player and Granada. Well, I think his condition was giving out in the last 100 metres. Yippee-Yi-Yo, that's his first run since January. And the much fitter and harder Holy Roller, despite his big weight, fought back like a bulldog. And it wouldn't want it to have been too much further, because Holy Roller was going better in the last few hops. But Yippee-Yi-Yo has got home. Ridden by Jimmy Cassidy, trained by Jack Denham, and this horse is destined for a Melbourne campaign, culminating in the Melbourne Cup. $2.10 and $1.30. Holy Roller did a super job under the grandstand of 61.5, $1.60. And I thought Hedge, yes, he will get third, no shadow of doubt. And Hedge will get third, Grant Cooksley, to pay a place tote of $1.90. Numbers are 7, 1, 2.